That happened in a little corner of this room before we started. And that's how it works. It does, but you have to have your antennas up. You got to be thinking about, okay, this person. Oh, you're in banking. Hey, do you know so-and-so over at U.S. Bank? Oh, sure. The CEO is the president's a good friend of mine. Bingo. Always have your antenna up. Here's what starts to bother me about some of the guys that I mentor. They get the net part. They don't get the rest of it. It's not net sit on the couch. It's net work. Oh, really? You would love these conversations I have. I have these 30-minute calls, and anybody can sign up for them on my website. And I'll get on there, and I can tell you in 6 minutes that this kid is looking for a free ticket, a free lunch. And then I let them have it. I say, so you're willing to do anything to get into college coaching? Yeah, I think so. I think I could do anything. Okay, and I start giving them a laundry list of things. And it doesn't go well. And I can tell. And I don't want to feed them something that isn't true and try to get them into a profession where the sharks are just going to eat them up before lunch every day anyway. Your ability to care for people and exhibit that comes first. Respect comes later. This thing about automatic respect, I don't know. That just doesn't hit me right. I'd like to get to know someone. A coach, players want to know the coach cares for them. They're just not somebody's going to score 15 points a game and get them to the Final Four. It all starts at that level and then hopefully gets deeper and deeper. So when you talk about being in a relationship, and here's why I tell you this. I was married for 32 years. And my wife asked for a divorce a little bit more than a year ago. And so I've had some time to decompress. I've had some time to really think about me, not her, not what she did wrong. She really didn't do a whole lot wrong, to be honest with you. And I thought a lot about myself and the communication that I had or didn't have in that relationship. And I can tell you all about the profession I was in, college coaching. I can tell you all about all this other stuff. And there is a lot of other stuff. And they're all factors. But a relationship is not a relationship when the communication is nothing but surface. Surface communication is informational only. Do we have milk? Who's picking up the kids? It was warm today, wasn't it? On and on and on. If that's all your relationship is about from a communication standpoint, I think you're really going to be disappointed. But they all start on the surface. It's what you do, folks, after the handshake. The fortune is in the follow-up. It all is. Anybody can shake a hand and exchange a card. So I got my prime prospect lined up, right? And you know what I told him? I said, if you can listen and follow through, and if what you do every day matches the aspirations you have for being a college coach, not equal or fall short, but exceed your aspirations, you'll become a college coach. And I thought he fell over and died. My message, and I consider the mess, or a lot of the mess that I created in my life, I'm going to turn into a message. The mess is going to turn into a message, because if not, if I bury it or leave it in the closet and it has the ability to help someone or help a lot of people, it would really be a shame if I just zipped the lip and didn't say anything. And people say, why would you do that? You're talking about some of the most deep-seated personal issues, faults, failures, and things that people don't even want to hear half the time. I said, well, If you think I'm going to walk into this room and talk about championship basketball trophies and not talk about this, you're crazy. You got the wrong guy here. In the throes of life-changing adversity, you have a choice. We all know we have to work through it. First of all, you may decide not to get up. Because when these things knock us down, our first choice is, can I get up and am I going to get up? You have to get up. If you don't, the game's over and you don't win. Once you get up, what are you going to do? Please ask someone for help. Don't do it alone. The path that goes here is the healthy path. That's the path of nurturing. That's the path that will strengthen you for the next time that something happens, to make you even better and more resilient. How about Greg McDermott at Creighton? Did you run into him? I did. I gave him my card. I shook hands with him. It was awesome. Geez, he's a big guy. Okay, great. And you met him, right? Yeah, so you know him, right? Yeah, I know him. Okay, I'll tell you what, hold on. I'm going to make a real quick three-way call. Okay, so just hold on. I'm going to call Mac and get him on this call, and then you guys can just kind of catch up from when you met at the Final Four. Oh, no, don't call him. Don't call him. No, I'd be embarrassed. Don't call. Why? I don't know him. You just told me you did. Listen, with these guys I mentor, I say, this isn't easy. Figure out what everybody else is doing. And don't do it. You know what they do? Because McDonald's started a drive-through in the 50s, it screwed everything up. Now Hy-Vee delivers groceries to our house. I've had it. I said, guys, come on. This handwritten note, it's a 47-cent game changer. If you figure out what everybody else is doing, which doesn't work, if there's 100 people going after the same job and 99 of them email their resume in and sit and wait while they're watching television to get an email back to say, you have won the job. That doesn't work. Back to me, the monkey. So they wanted to see that if poachers came to shoot them, whether they would scamper or whether they would actually hold their ground. You know what they did? They held their ground. They reached in and got the banana. They realized they couldn't pull it out. They knew danger was coming. Here they come. Guys with loaded rifles, and did them in. They wouldn't let go of the banana. Take their arm out and run away. That's addiction. That means that whatever's in that cage is more important than your life. It is more important than your family. It is more important than your health. It is more important than just about anything. Let me ask you this. Have you ever met someone and you're just like, when they leave or you're driving away from where you met them, you're like, that person, they got something going on. What is with it? They just glow. It's unbelievable. And they're not even trying to be like that. They're just like that. And you're like, man, I would like to get to know that person. That'd be so cool. And by the way, they're probably very, very successful within their field, probably have an unbelievably tied in network because of who they are. You know, you see somebody like that, they're like magical. That is everything right there. And as you already know, there's two levels. You can say they know me. At what level do they know you? So for them to know you is good. This could be a CEO. Let's say you want to get into the insurance field. And it's a CEO of somebody sitting on the top of one of those buildings downtown. You want to get to know that person. Now that's possible. It's going to take quite a strategy and it'll take a lot of work, but it can happen. But do you want them to know you on an artificial level? Or at a much deeper relational level that's got depth? where you've talked about things that, whether they be business or personal, you've talked to that person and you've developed some trust with that person such that they're going to turn to you when they have something going on, either to come and work for them or work for somebody they know.